step in, turn the ball anti-clockwise.
यार का ना इंगे पड़े ब्रेक है बिल्कुल नहीं
Step in, turn the ball anti-clockwise. As you see, a small fire can be put out within seconds if you know the right way of using a portable fire extinguisher. Many times we do a mistake when we are using extinguisher. We try to keep the flames with the same time. Hitting the base of the fire will ensure that those kind of fires can be put out in seconds. Anything from the crowd who will be interested to operate an extinguisher, then please come and operate. Okay? Go ahead. Before the wind, direct to the base. Down, down. One, two, three, flip. Okay, the safety belt. Okay, not there. Okay. Now, what are the main questions that we can put in? Yeah, keep the leg outside. Yeah. See, this is one small mechanism which is there as part of the stretcher, which you will not find in any conventional stretcher. This is because some of the places you find the staircase to be very steep. There is a possibility of the person moving out of the stretcher, and that is why this back end of the stretcher is being. Yeah, you have to take it down that side. No, the other side. In the middle you can come. Yeah. You sit down. Who wants to sit down? Yeah. Okay. I will say on a count of 1, 2, 3, then you people have to lift. Is it ready? 1, 2, 3, lift. Very good, very good. Excellent. Alright. Now wait. Hold it comfortably. You can slowly take it down. You can come this side. Yeah. Take it up, take your time. No worries. Go ahead. Very good, very good. Take it up. Yeah, you can take it wherever you want. Take it wherever you want. Alright? The purpose here is give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Good acting, huh? This is the way to protect. Don't run, don't try to remove your property material, both are completely incorrect. What if someone else is on fire, who probably doesn't know this technique? You are telling him stop, drop, roll. In those instances, you can use a blanket. How to hold a blanket? While you are holding the blanket, make sure you hold it correctly. While you are doing this, make sure that you do not hold at these edges. This is incorrect. You drop the blanket because of the intensity of the heat. Cover your hand in such a way that the heat does not get affected. Now, always try to attack him from behind. The correct posture, go behind him, put it on top of his head, cover him, put him on the ground, immediately on the floor. This way, you can help him. You have a preference, then cotton, wool, any kind of jute tags, or probably any fire blankets will do this job. Don't use curtains because most of them are nylon, it will stick on, so that's not good. None of them are available. The next alternative is take a bucket of water and pour the contents. Remember, blankets should be used preferably from behind. Never ever go in front because the person will be in a state of panic. What if he comes and says, let's go together for a party, then both of you will be in trouble. Don't ever do that mistake of attacking from front, always attacking from behind. The last one, if you are caught up in a place Where there is a thick black smoke, you are the last person to exit the floor. Remember the property of the smoke, it always travels up. The moment you see a thick black smoke, many of the people tend to get panicked and then start running. This is where many of them get caught. If you are a person who is caught up in a place where there is a thick black smoke, remember, do not walk or do not breathe in smoke. The only thing you need to remember is, you will get some amount of fresh air at the ground level for sure, even if you have a thick black smoke. During that particular phase, take your handkerchief or any cotton material. If you get some water, please soak it in water, just cover your nose as well as mouth. Nothing much this is going to do. It's only going to filter the carbon particles from entering your system. Carbon monoxide cannot be filtered, but certainly carbon particles to an extra 10 to 15 minutes. Till the wetness of the handkerchief is done, you will be able to survive those emergencies. In those instances, please crawl like a baby. Come down to the ground level in this manner. Start by your hand forward. Now try to exit the floor. This is called smoke-proof crawl. In case of an emergencies, these are the small little things which you can use to help yourself and help others during crisis. The last part of this exercise, we're going to show you a simple portable fire extinguisher and how to use it for controlling the smaller fires. Now the extinguisher what I am showing you here is called as a carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. We will use this for controlling 3 kinds of fire. Any fire that is generated because of any flammable liquids, any flammable gases, as well as electrically generated fire. These are the 3 cases where we can use it. And this is the preferred extinguishers to be used where you have your computers and printers. For you to operate this extinguisher or any extinguisher for that matter, 3 important safety tips. Keeping distance around 3 to 4 meters behind you and exit. These 2 are completely mandatory. And the third one, electrical fires, the main should be turned on. These are the 3 primary conditions. Since we are operating in the next, direct this particular gripper to the base of the fire. Remove the pin. Now this extinguisher is ready to use. You can see a wheel-type control wall here. You just need to turn the wall anti-clockwise, like how to operate tap and put the same way. Minimum 3 times to get a good check. This will generate a lot of noise. Please don't get panicked while we are operating. Okay, that's kind of a roaring noise which comes while we are operating it. 2 important safety tips. Please hold it always here. Do not hold it in the metal area. The gas coming out is cold in nature. You tend to have a frostbite. Post that while you are lifting, use always the handle. The control wall is not meant for lifting, it's only meant for controlling. Remember, anti-clockwise as open, clockwise as closed. 3 times you need to turn anti-clockwise, that's when you get a good check on gas. Now we are going to set a small fire on the steel plate. Then we are going to show you how the extinguisher works. If you are very closer, you can slightly slip, the smoke probably may come out to you. That's the only reason.
अब मेन मजा आएगा.
Right? You can set a small fire on the steel plate. Now, alright, now inside this business building, we have a charter which is given from the National Building Code of India regarding the walkthrough which needs to be conducted for the safety of the occupants. Now, how this needs to be conducted means, if your building is new, it will be conducted for every 3 months for the first 2 years. Post that, once in every 6 months, this walkthrough will be initiated. Now, when you are part of this building, we are to understand few things which we generally amount of material. It not be that the same kind of a material will be stored in all the kind of campuses. Every work will be able to be available. This means, if you are there inside the floor, even for a matter of 3 minutes when there is a fire, there is a high possibility that you can get trapped on a day of an emergency. This being the case, if there is 3 minutes for a fire to burn out with your bigger one, you should know what's the time for me to evacuate. Your force would have to exit, but you should be trained in such a way that you should be able to move out of the individual floor within 4.5 minutes. This is the time that you will get for the purpose of the evacuation. This means if you are on the second floor, how many other employees are there, you should be able to move out of that particular floor within 4.5 minutes. That will be the statement. But what will happen to me if I don't comply with this? If you really do not comply with this can happen where people can potentially get trapped, where people start jumping out of the building. All this are there. You would have heard about the building, some of you may not be even aware of it. Behind there is a building which is called as a Kalki Tower. On that 2010, there was an incident which claimed the lives of 9 people. This was one of the biggest incidents which took place where people, because of the fact that they were unable to bear with the smoke, they just started jumping out of the building. It's not that they wanted to jump out of the building, but that is for a specific reason. The reason is very simple, where there is a a thick black smoke. And this toxic smoke contains a gas which is called carbon monoxide, which is completely not visible for your naked eyes. If you are inhaling this, even 0.06% of the carbon monoxide, if you are inhaling for a matter of few breaths, you may probably go unconscious. More than that, what is going to happen to me? Your breathing system can completely collapse and your heart may stop beating, leading you to a sudden cardiac arrest. Where people lose out in fire accidents, they are victims of the smoke inhalation. Where there is a smoke, they are unable to do anything, they even don't think to jump out of the building. That should not happen to any one of you, and all of you should be trained to make sure that you should not have even an injury or a person who is getting trapped on a day of a crisis. This being the case, if you are complying with this particular time of evacuating or flow within the 2.5 minutes of time, none of you are the potential to get trapped on a day of a crisis. Now, let me brief you, what are you expected to do when you notice a fire? God forbid, I also pray nothing should go wrong in your building. But if something goes wrong when you notice a fire, the first and foremost thing what I prefer you to do is, please raise the alarm. There is a small red color box wherein it says in case of a fire, you just need to press this button or pull this lever. Please activate the alarm immediately. Second thing, inform your security that you found a fire. Once you have done these two tasks, there will be portable fire extinguishers inside your floors. Wherein, at the end of this training, we'll tell you how to use it. Potentially use these kind of portable fire extinguishers, provided you know how to operate it, you are safe and trained to do so. Sometimes you'll be successful in controlling those fires. If in case you feel you are unable to control the fire for whatsoever reason it may be, then I don't want you to waste your time. Just leave everything, please start coming down to the ground level. This is towards your safe assembly point area. This is the basic expectation from each one of you when you notice a fire inside your floor. So today, potentially all of you were working, you suddenly happen to listen to an alarm. What does this signify? It means that there is a crisis call in a building as and when the alarm is going on. So, in every floor, we would have nominated certain people called ERT members. They are the people who are going to guide you through the emergency evacuation process. The first and foremost thing, what is expected out of me? When any ERT member approaches you at the floor when you listen to the alarm, you may have to kindly stop all your job, whatever you are doing at the point of an emergency. You should not be telling your people who are the ERT members when they come, please wait for 2 minutes, I have an important email, I will send it, I will come. You will send it, but you will never come. That becomes your last email forever. So when it is told you to stop, you please stop immediately. Second thing, do not panic, do not shout. It's important that you need to take a brisk walk. If you are an athlete, please don't display your skills, not required, because if you start, the rest of them will start, then there will be a result of stampede. Please do not allow your people to run, tell them to take a brisk walk. While you are coming, I was also noticing that some of you have carried your laptop, some of them even have evacuated with coffee mugs. Sorry, that's not going to help you on a day of an emergency. Please leave your personal belongings aside. Any of your belonging is not important than you. So during the crisis, you may have to immediately leave all your belongings and start going out. Your lips will be grounded, so we prefer you to take the nearest emergency exits towards the staircase region. Use one side of the railings, please start coming down to the ground level. Don't go to any floors for heaven's sake. This is a common tendency what people do as a mistake during the crisis, especially when the upper floors are on fire. People tend to go to the floors which is unaffected. For instance, if the first floor is on fire, people try to go to the second and third, which is a wrong thing. Anytime you cannot see fire going this way, the rest, and don't go to the back or the basements. Definitely this is not a places for you. Your aim is to come down to the ground floor as quickly as possible. While you are coming, make sure that you might help those people who may require help at the point of an emergency. I mean, any differently abled or any expected mothers or probably somebody is injured, please lend them a helping hand. They are the first set of people to be put out. And when you come, I also noticed some of you people by coming through the staircase have a tendency to use the mobile phones. Please do not use it during this kind of mass evacuation. This probably will result in a trip hazard, which should not really happen during those kind of crises. So use your mobile phones discretionally while you are coming to the staircase. And the recent trend is that even when people are coming out to the staircase, some of them have this tendency. I saw some of them here also. They are trying to take a group selfie among. Please don't do this in the staircase for heaven's sake. Some people will be quite interested to post it in the social media. Some civilian rescue techniques, if people can use it, not only for today, this is also for a real-time emergency situation also. So ask my colleagues here to come here. They'll be showing you some simple lifting techniques. This even can be used during the point of an emergency. So the first one I'm going to show you, lifting a conscious casualty in an emergency. lifting people. This kind of techniques can be used during fire as well as medical emergencies. The first one I am going to show you, lifting a conscious casualty. Assuming a person is unable to walk, how can they lift it during a medical emergency? This is a simple two-hand lift. When I say two-hand lift, one will be giving this right, one will be giving this left. Can you see that they are trying to take a finger off here? To be lifting home, there should be a bit clean. Then only you can do a two-hand shape. Slightly funky, don't do next day with a single hand. You need to change yourself. So for those people who don't fit into, then you can opt for something called as a three-hand seat also. Three here means two of them stand opposite to each other. One of them will lift this right hand up. Same person will stand parallel to ground. Attach right to this left and he will give a single hand. 2 plus 1, that becomes a three-hand. For a moderate fit casualty, they can be lifted in this particular manner. See, most of them will fit in 2 and 3, but sometimes you will also find it of personality. Maybe 80 plus 100 plus kgs also you should lift in. But don't tell them why you need so much amount. You should lift such people also. And if they don't fit in 2 and 3, definitely they are going to fit in 4 and 6. This is the most comfortable one in lifting a casualty. Not only during fire, I don't mind you if you forget this 2 hand and 3 hand, but 3 is not really, but 4 is really useful during the crisis. Now this is where you have to go for fancy. Now you can see both of them stand opposite to each other. Both of them at the same time, respective right hand up and the left hand parallel to ground. Attach respective right to respective left. Just join with the partner. Can you see this? No watches, no bracelets, no rings. Please do not who is going to sit can wear all those things. Who is going to lift should not wear this because the person will really be not comfortable. So that is why we should remove all those bracelets, then take with those people. These are all meant for people ensuring that on the floor as well as the staircase you can bring a person comfortably. One single person can comfortably operate the chair and you can take a load of up to 180 kgs, which has been tested and proven. We will just show you how this chair is going to work. As of now, last year of the person will be seated. There are some safety features comes as part of this chair. For the casualty's comfort, the rear waist strap, the thigh strap, and also a neck strap. These are generally needed for the purpose of the safety of the casualty. Now, when you are using this, in here you use this chair as a normal chair. The moment you see the evacuation chair, what is that it's going to do? You are going to fit this particular handle. And now once you get it, this is going to go like this. Compress, compress, compress. That way you can get the person safely from the top floor to the ground level. This is the easiest way of helping people in case of crisis. Now we are going to show you a portable stretcher, how to load a person onto a stretcher. Can I have any 3 volunteers from this crowd? Any 3 volunteers? Any of them are welcome. One more. So, you will give you casualty or you will have casualty information? You can lift? Okay. So, lift the casualty. Okay, come on. Okay. Now what we are going to assume is you are unconscious, you are lying down. These people will be lifting from going more concentration. Then that will be that is the scenario. Okay? Now you are unconscious. Lay down. Now you both get down. Very good. Now you put in acting. Now wait. You come this way. Alright. Now what you need to do is you need to keep both your hands behind your shoulders and make it okay. Good. If you have nomination, call up. You can please answer the question. Okay.
them because we bring this one. If you have want a project or something, then so please check for them. They can able to accommodate in certain way. As well, we put it